Hey, what's going on? Today we are looking at how I pulled off a 17-hour smoke on my Oklahoma Joe's Bronco. Let's take a look. Okay, so piece by piece I put my Jealous Devil extra large briquettes into the basket in the circular form here, and I did it double layered. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get our charcoal all lit up. What I've done here is, you see I've done the circular pattern with my charcoal. Now I went ahead and I have a fire starter underneath, and I'm going to go ahead and get it lit up. And then I'm going to set my charcoal right on top of it and let her burn. These bugs, they're attacking me, but the fire has now died down. The coals are this white, and what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to lift my coal basket up, take my grate off, drop it down into the drum. I'm going to go ahead and place my wood chunks on there. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and just get one kind of sitting right there. It looks like a more open spot. There we go. Alright, and then I'm just going to put a few, and I'm not using very big ones. And what I'm using is cherry. Going to use some cherry, and then I'm also going to use some pecan. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get my deflector plate in here. Drop it down in here. Set it down. And then I'm going to shut my lid. I've got both my intake and my outtake open fully. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to get my my probe in there so that I can see what the temperatures are at. And once it gets up to about 225, I'm going to start dialing my intake back. I want to run around 225 to 250 overnight. And so I'll kick this back and get it to set in place. And I won't throw my pork butt on there until my temperature is settled out and I'm running really clean. Alright, our temp is now up to 223. Our smoke is starting to clean up. And I'm going to go ahead and dial my intake valve back to around the 1. And that should allow it to come up to about 240, 250 and sit right there. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get our butt on. The smoke is cleared up and our temp is up. Get this butt right on here. We're going to get this shut back down. I don't want to leave it up too much and get our temperatures crazy. As of right now, I've got this sitting about right around the between the 1 and the 0, closer to the 1. And I'll adjust it for there. The first hour is kind of my adjusting time. And once that hour's up and I get it dialed in, it usually sits there for several hours and I don't have to mess with it. Alright, it's been an hour and I have got the smoker sitting at, let's see here, it's like 243. It's been sitting right between the 242, 248, somewhere in there, and it hasn't moved. I've got this sitting at the one. Let me see if I can get a better view for you. Sorry, I'm using my selfie camera right now. Alright, it has been 6 hours. And let's open this thing up and see what we are looking like. Alright, like I said, it's been 6 hours of cook time. The Bronco's been running for 7 hours. This is what our coals are looking like right here. 7 hours. Alrighty. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna leave the coals just like they are. I'm not gonna add anything. And I'm gonna get this pork butt back on here. Alright, there it is. This is the 10-hour mark. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get this thing shut back up, and I will check back with you. I'm just going to let it keep burning until it drops below 240. Once it drops below 240, I'm going to call it done. Alright, so after the 10-hour mark, I had to leave. I had to go get some work done. And so I set up my Inkbird, monitored those temps via the Wi-Fi, and it ran for 17 hours. That is amazing. I think the longest burn I've had was around 12, maybe 13 hours, and that was with a cheaper charcoal. But 17 hours kind of blew me away. I will probably start using the Jealous Devil extra large briquettes on any of my long smokes, especially for briskets. I am going to try doing the single layer, you know, the circular layer. Instead of doing double, just do one layer and see what that burn time is for not such long smokes like the butt. I only needed 10 hours for it. So I'm going to try a single layer for my next butt, and then I will continue the double layer for briskets. Now, I had to leave and go get some work done, so I was unable to open the lid and take a look at 17 hours to see what it actually looked like. And who knows, I could have probably opened the intake and maybe got a little more out of it. I don't know. I wish I would have been here to see it, but 17 hours, that's where I ended. 17 hours. That is amazing. If you liked this video, hit the like, subscribe, and I'll try to put some more out for you.